Sup guys, good morning. Okay, sup guys, good morning. Okay, we had to do a top-down analysis video over the weekend since I was a little down. I said, okay, let's have a live stream this morning so that we can break things down. All right, this is BTC. So this is how BTC looks like on the monthly time frame. Since we are coming to the end of this month, today is already 29th. I think we should look at what BTC is doing, and we should look at all the markets we'll be trading. So looking at BTC, you see that we've had a very deep pullback. I wasn't expecting it to pull back all the way to this point. So if we have to use our Fibonacci from these lows to the highest point, you realize that BTC is already somewhere around 61.8% retracement level, which I think normally we should be expecting it to give a move from there. But looking at the way the monthly candlestick is closing, there is a higher possibility for BTC to keep dropping to maybe somewhere around 50 to 40 something $1,000. So that's why on BTC, since I don't personally trade BTC, I buy and hold. I'll be looking forward to buy when it gets a little deeper. Okay, so for all those joining me for the very first time, you are very welcome to the channel. And if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, show some love by subscribing, so that whenever I'm live and whenever I drop a video, you can get notified. And in the description section of this video, you'll see I've dropped some links for those who are new to trading and maybe don't yet understand what trading is all about or how the market works. So you can watch the videos in the description. There are links, 2 links in the description, leading you to some videos that will change the way you look at the market. Okay, so this is what we see on BTC. I'll just end on the monthly time frame, and then we start looking at the markets we have to trade this week. So this is GBP USD on the monthly time frame. Let me take out all the drawings on the charts. This is GBP USD on the monthly time frame. So guys, tell me in the comment section, where are you joining me from? Where are you watching me from? Where are you joining the live stream? I always like to know the people I'm working with. It's very, very important. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, show some love by subscribing. So looking at the monthly, internally, you see that we have a little consolidation here. Okay, after a little internal uptrend, we have this consolidation. But externally, you realize we've been in a downtrend. Okay, externally, the monthly is currently giving us a downtrend, because you see this is a move, had a pullback, this, and then this pullback, telling us this is a serious downtrend. Okay, this is a downtrend. So now that we know that the monthly is bearish, it means we should be very, very watchful when buying. Okay, because some people might want to buy because price is currently on a support level. Okay, so monthly we have an internal consolidation, but overall we are bearish on GBP USD. Wow, I can see the multitude. Thank you guys for joining my live stream. I really do appreciate. Thanks for joining my live stream. And if this is your first time, show some love by subscribing. Why not like the video? Like it as well. Tap on the video, tap on the like. Let's keep it going, guys. Okay, now since we know what's happening on the monthly, let's move down to the weekly to see exactly what's happening on the weekly. So looking at the weekly time frame, internally, it looks like a consolidation. But when you take off this box, you see that we have an uptrend internally. Okay. So let me make it clear for us to see. So this is the external trend still giving us the bearish, because external is bearish. Since we had this breakout structure to the downside, we have not taken out the highs. So we are still very, very bearish. This is the last breakout structure we had to the downside on the weekly. Tell me in the comment section, where are you streaming from? Where are you joining my live stream from? But internally, you'll see that price has been giving us this structure, creating higher highs, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. And what? This is the last higher high. Now, we are still unable to take out this low, telling us we might still be in an uptrend. We might continue the uptrend, not like we might still be in an uptrend, because currently it tells us this is an uptrend because we took out the last high. Okay. So the weekly is bullish internally, but externally it is still very, very bearish. Okay. For those joining me for the first time, show some love by subscribing, guys. This will go a long way to help our channel. Okay. Will go a long way to help our channel. So that's what we have on GBP USD for the weekly time frame. Now let's go down to the daily. So on the daily, you realize that externally, this is what it looks like. We have an uptrend on GBP USD external market structure or external trend. You see, right? We took out these highs, and since then we have been unable to take out these lows. So we are bullish on GBP USD. So that is it for the daily time frame on GBP USD. We are bullish. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section. Tell me what you think. And also tell me the pairs you want us to break down for you. Okay. Now that we notice that the daily is bullish, we'll now move down to the 4 hours. Since we are trading today, we are now looking for opportunities to be able to catch some good trades. Okay. Okay, 4 hours is completely bearish. We all can see, right? 4 hours is bearish. So we just need to expand it and look at the internal structure to see if we can have some setups. So last week, price gave us a buy confirmation, but tricked us out when we had this internal change of character here. Let me mark it out. When we had this internal change of character here, and then we had this pullback. From this point, we bought. but price decided to go a little deeper. And now I can see another internal pullback here, internal break of structure here, internal change of character, sorry, here. Okay, because this is where price actually stopped and before moving to the downside, and now price has come back, taking it out. You can see it better on the 1 hour. You see that we had an internal change of character. So what am I looking forward to do? To get some buys on GBP USD. Okay, I'm currently very bullish on GBP USD right now because of this internal change of character. So if I'm buying, let's say I have to buy here, it's simple. I'll just place my stop loss few pips below structure. And since we know that overall we are bearish, we shouldn't be targeting to break any highs. Okay, so we'll just buy this as a pullback. You can target a 1:2 or a 1:3, and that's it for GBP USD. Okay, that's what I'm doing on GBP USD right now. That's what I'm doing on GBP USD right now. So finally, breaking down GBP USD, we have a setup, right? We have a setup. So let's watch. That being said, let's move to another pair. Good. So you see, I already had the setup earlier. I took it on my own. Okay. So this is GBP JPY. This is USD JPY. Like I said, we have to touch the monthly time frame on all the pairs we'll be trading to see exactly where price is and how the monthly looks like, since we are already coming to an end or to the end of this month. Okay. So on the monthly time frame, you'll see that UJ has been very, very bearish for so long, since 19 something. But at this point, we are starting to create a little uptrend because price took out these highs, gave us a pullback. Now it is giving us higher highs and higher lows. Okay, but we don't need to go that far. We just need to look at what is happening on our immediate. So you see that USD JPY is very, very bullish on the monthly time frame. It is very, very bullish, okay, on the monthly, because you see price took out the last highs that was created, and now it is attempting to take out this one. If it closes this at this level, you see how bullish it looks, right? And we've been creating higher highs and higher lows, higher highs and higher lows. At this point, we thought we were going to create a lower high and a lower low, but price finally took it out, telling us there's a possibility for us to continue going up, which keeps it very, very bullish, guys. So for those who will be watching this video after now, do not forget to show some love by subscribing. Okay, I had to just record a video and keep, but since I have been, the weekend has been the way it was, I just had to get this live stream this early. We don't usually do this, but I think it is necessary. So on the weekly, we are still very, very bullish, creating higher highs and higher lows. So now this is a new higher high that we are creating on the weekly. So like I said, the purpose or the essence of top-down analysis or of analysis is to know market trend direction. Okay, So we can see that the monthly is bullish, the weekly is bullish on USD JPY. Let's move down to the daily. And the daily, we are still very, very bullish. Okay. We all can see we are creating an uptrend. We move down to the 4 hours. You see, it has been a kind of trend, creating just candlesticks. For so long, for some time now, I've not been trading this space simply because of this. I don't enjoy the price action. So that's what we have on UJ. And on GBP AUD, we have a trade running. Though I missed this trade, so I cannot force a new trade. That's why I'm just watching for price to come fill the TP, and then maybe BAUD. So as of now, we have nothing to do on GBP AUD. And this is Euro. Looking at Euro, let's see what we have. So, Euro, the monthly is bearish. Okay, we all can see the monthly is bearish. Price left here, created this, gave us this consolidation, did not take out the lows, neither did it take out the highs. So at this point, it is still within our pullback zone, telling us we are still looking forward to continue the sales to the downside, unless price decides to take out these highs. That's when we can become bearish on Euro. So both internally and externally, we are bearish on the monthly. Then looking at the weekly, you see we are also bearish, okay, because we just had our first change of character here. I mark it out. We had this change of character, and now we are creating lower highs and lower lows. So we are bearish. We are looking forward to continue selling this month. And on the daily, what do we see? The same. We are very, very bearish on the daily. So I'm expecting a pullback to around 1.15500 for us to continue the sales. So this is what we're expecting on Euro for this week. If we can have this great pullback, then we'll be having a shot from here. So we can target a 1:3. So this is what we are looking forward to have on Euro. Okay. So this is a trade we already have on AUD USD. Why are we buying? You see, we are creating, this is a break of structure. So we are creating higher highs and higher lows. Internally, you see, we were creating a downtrend, but now we've come down into our premium zone, our discount zone, sorry. So we should be looking forward to buy. Okay. Let's go down to the 1 hour where I had this entry because of a change of character, but price has still been playing around the zone. So as of now, I'm just holding, watching. Okay. So this is what it looks like on the weekly. Still very, very powerful to the downside, but it is well. Let's just watch and see. Then this is GBP JPY. We are very, very bullish on GBP JPY. And That's why I'm even having a buy. I shared this buy with you guys last week. So if you're in my community, you must have taken this buy. You must have taken this buy on GBP, JPY. Then I'm also expecting a setup on, okay, we have this buy also on NZT, USD. And this is what we're expecting on the USD, CHF, a buy to the upside. So we are expecting to have a pullback before the buys. Okay. Yeah. Then on AUD JPY, this is what we are looking forward to see. So I'm bearish on AUD JPY, and I'm expecting price to give us a pullback before we continue the sales. So guys, if you're watching me for the very first time, show some love by subscribing. Let's keep it going, guys. Love you all. Looking forward to see you, and I'll update you about the trades I take this week. So let's keep it going. Stay connected, stay subscribed, and drop your questions in the comment section. And whenever I show up, I will answer your questions. Stay blessed, guys. Bye-bye.